boys and girls, it's Miss Moultrie here for day number 10 of our Stenny Advent reading calendar. I hope you've been enjoying all the stories so far, and I really hope you enjoy this one today. But first, I want you to very quickly go and get comfortable, grab a comfy blanket or a pillow or some cosy socks, and let's get cosy before we start our story. So this story today is called The Jolly Christmas Postman by Janet and Alan Alberg. And this is our front cover. Once upon a Christmas Eve, just after it had snowed, the jolly postman, him again, came down the jolly road, and in the bag upon his back, an interesting load. First stop, the Four Bears Cottage. And we have our first letter, boys and girls. And it says, to Baby Bear at the Four Bears Cottage in the woods. I wonder what's inside Baby Bear's letter. We have a Christmas card. To Baby Bear and brother from Goldilocks and sister. Happy Christmas and a Christmas joke. Who's been eating my pudding? Who's been eating my pudding? Who's been eating my pudding? Shut up, you soft bears. I haven't served it yet. A Christmas card for Baby Bear. A baby or bear who's shy. A mummy up a ladder. A postman with a pie. A postman on his bike again. Ta-ta, take care, bye-bye. The jolly postman cycles on. He sees three fiddlers playing. The fast eloping dish and spoon. The mighty beanstalk swaying. The seven dwarfs upon a hill. The jolly snowmen sleighing. There's the postman on his journey. Wonder where he's going to go next. And by, second stop, he comes to Red Riding Hood's house. So we have our next letter for Miss R. Hood, the playhouse, garden path and diddle dumpling. I wonder what Red is going to receive. From Mr. Wolf to R. Hood, this festive time of year, a little gift for being good, and a Merry Christmas, dear. P.S. I'm a changed wolf. Now the wolf has got Red Riding Hood, a board game. And we have lots of different rules on the back. Some rules I think we could use in lots of places. So the rules are you have to throw a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 or 1 to start. Number 2, no cheating. 3, no pulling faces at your little or big sister or brother. Number 4, no arguing with your mum, dad, gran, Uncle Charlie or the milkman. Number 5, no boasting if you win. And number 6, no sulking if you lose. Have fun. And remember, there's worse than wolves in the world. A jolly game, a lucky girl. But see what's written here. From Mr. Wolf, he's got a nerve. A Merry Christmas, dear. The postman can't think what to say, and sips his ginger beer, and eats his pie, and waves bye-bye. The postman gets back on his bike and rides another mile, a crooked mile in actual fact. It takes him quite a while. He never finds the sixpence though, or come to that, the style. And besides, the crooked man has it. Next stop, the hospital. Now I wonder what character could end up in a hospital. Mr. H. Dumpty at Wincey Ward at the Cock and Robin Memorial Hospital. Our next letter. Can you think who it's for? We have a jigsaw puzzle inside this letter. And it says, Dear Humpty, get well soon from all the king's men and horses. Happy Christmas. Well done if you knew it was for Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty smiles and blinks. A jigsaw for me! What fun, he thinks. from all the king's horses and all the king's men. How nice! Then he falls out of bed and gets cracked again, twice. Never mind. In comes the doctor, Foster, in comes the nurse, in comes the lady with the alligator purse, and they mend him. Thank goodness for that. The jolly postman waves bye-bye. He still has far to go. The sun has vanished from the sky. The clouds are hanging low. He feels a kiss upon his cheek, the first fresh flakes of snow. And comes number 4 to a small tin door for our next letter. The Gingerbread Boy at Mcvitty House in Little Tow Lane in Toy Town. I wonder what the Gingerbread Boy will receive. The Toy Town Christmas Annual. Stories and pictures for little people. So it's actually a little book in a book. A book in a book, says the Gingerbread Boy. What a simply delicious surprise! But if only he knew he's in one too, that would really open his eyes. Then a bucket of tea for the postman and 24 mince pies. Off through the snow the postman rides, with more than a meal in his insides. He's all shook up and all of a quiver, and it's not just the cold that makes him shiver. There's a letter he'd rather not deliver. To you know who. Ooh. There's actually a sign here that says trespassers will be eaten. And our next letter is for Mr. Wolf at the Den. I wonder what Mr. Wolf will receive. So we have the Wolf Spotter's Guide, the Christmas edition. And down here it says, for Mr. Wolf, a cheeky Christmas from you know who and her grandma. There's a wee asterisk here that says she typed it. So obviously Little Red Riding Hood has maybe created this Wolf Spotter's Guide for the wolf. So we have how to spot a wolf. So some clues to look out for, I'll tell you these. Look out for big teeth. Look out for ears that are too big. Eyes that are too big. Maybe a bushy tail that's very hairy and it growls. And they specialise in old ladies. Don't be taken in, and we mean in. Keep the wolf from the door, the window and out of your chimney. And some other useful tips here. Number 1, avoid the woods, straw houses and the company of little pigs. Number 2, stick to the path. And number 3, above all, get your grandma to visit you. Don't be fooled by costumes either. Because we have the wolf dress up as Father Christmas, the wolf dress up as a turkey, and the wolf actually hiding inside a postbox. Be careful when you're posting your letters to Santa, boys and girls. But all's well and all's merry. The wolf's just wolfing pies and sherry, and playing games in his cosy den. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? With the 3 little pigs and the little red hen. After all, it is Christmas. But now it's really snowing, and the winter wind is blowing, and the daylight it is going. So the jolly postman, jolly cold, has just no way of knowing where he is. He stops beside a wall of ice. He spies a crack of light. He finds a little golden door and disappears from sight. Along a tunnel dark and cool to a workshop warm and bright. I wonder whose workshop he's ended up at. Can you have a think? A cup of tea with Santa and Mrs. Santa too. Got any children's letters? The postman smiles. A few. Well, fancy that, says Santa. Now we've got one for you. For our good old pal, the postman. Take a peep. So we have a little peep show card It's a beautiful card, and I don't know if you can see inside, there's lots of different pictures inside this beautiful card for the postman. A peep show for a postman, the postman peeps inside. A postman's round completed. It's time to take a ride. But how to make the journey? The drifts are deep and wide. To avoid the snow, ho ho ho. How do you think they're going to get the postman home? Well done if you've guessed. A ride in Santa's sleigh to get the jolly postman home. A jolly postman, warm and snug. A postman's dog upon the rug. A clock that's chiming in the hall. A Merry Christmas, one and all. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story, boys and girls. I know I did. And thank you for listening today, and I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year.